Hi guys! Before we get started, I just want to let you know that you might want to head over to Rachelscreativedesigns.com. The link is down below in the description box, and there's also a discount code down below for this weekend only to welcome in the fall. The code is good through a Sunday, so you might want to utilize it. So without further ado, let's get started on all the dining reservations that I have booked for this upcoming Walt Disney World vacation. Having a great magical day where you are, as I'm having a great magical day where I am. It's beautiful here and it's sunny. So I know some of you have been anxious as to what dining reservations I made for our family for our upcoming trip this December. It's getting close, time is flying by, and we are all getting excited. I'm going to go over each one with y'all, and then I'm going to let y'all know which ones we've never dined at. That way y'all can kind of help me with, yes, Rachel, I recommend you order this, or why maybe, you know, you loved that restaurant. So I'll let you know which ones we've never dined at, and it'll be our first dining experience. I did book 16 restaurants, and then we have 2 quick serves. For quick serves, guys, I really don't pick anything. It just kind of depends on what park we're in, or if we're at a resort. As far as quick serve goes, I kind of just don't plan those out. We just kind of wing quick serves. But this year, guys, for this trip, I have 16 dining reservations. I was like, oh my magical word, on the day that I was booking them. It was a little overwhelming. We did get everything we wanted except one place, and that was the brunch at the Contemporary at the California Grill. I was not able to book the brunch. I'm a little disappointed about that, but that's okay. There's many more trips in the future, and hopefully on another trip we'll be able to snag a dining reservation there. But everything else we got, and let's just go ahead and get started. Now, I'm not going to tell you in any particular order on what days we're dining where. I'm just going to kind of read off our list. So I have the Grand Floridian Cafe, and I have that for lunch. Now, we've never dined there, guys, period, for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. So this will be our first dining experience at the Grand Floridian Cafe. So let me know what you think if you've dined there. Dan and Zachary are actually thinking about getting the lobster burger. So if you've ever tried that there, I would love to hear your thoughts. For dinner, we are doing Beach Club Cape May. So the boys love the Beach Club Cape May for dinner. They love the crab legs there. We just like the whole, you know, seafood buffet thing. And I love the shrimp, and we just always dine there. When we take the boys, it's always a tradition for us to kind of pick places that they have grown accustomed to. And Cape May is one of them, just because of the crab legs. We are also doing Rainforest Cafe for dinner. Dan and I experienced that this past trip, and we fell in love with the restaurant. The boys have never been to a Rainforest Cafe, so it'll be their first dining experience. But I'll never forget how delicious their cheesecake there was. And there was plenty of food, you know, that Dan and I didn't think we were going to be able to finish everything, because we got a big appetizer, our main course, and then our dessert, but we made sure to have room for the cheesecake. And also, guys, in case you're wondering, we are doing the deluxe dining plan this trip. Next reservation is Whispering Canyon Cafe. Now, we are doing that for breakfast. Again, guys, this will be our first time ever dining at that restaurant at Fort Wilderness Lodge. We decided to do breakfast there. So if you've ever dined there for your first meal of the day, for your breakfast, please let me know. I would like to know your thoughts. We are also doing the Yachtsman for dinner. Dan and I got to experience the Yachtsman on this past trip for our anniversary, and oh my magical word, guys, it was so good. My filet mignon, I got the 10-ounce filet mignon, just like melt in your mouth like butter. It was super good. And we figured with the boys being older when we go, because they'll be 17 and 14, they will be able to appreciate the Yachtsman and really enjoy a good quality steak. So we definitely booked that this trip as well. Crystal Palace for breakfast. Zachary, Winnie the Pooh, is one of his favorite characters, and we just love the Crystal Palace for breakfast, and I just love Pooh's puff pastry. It's so good, and we just love all the glass on the outside of the restaurant, and just like the atrium when you first walk in. It's just a beautiful place to dine, and we thought definitely we would do a breakfast there. It's pretty much a staple in our house to always schedule the Crystal Palace. Next one, Chef Mickey for breakfast. Now, Dan and I did not do Chef Mickey last trip because we didn't have the boys. But again, it is a tradition also to do Chef Mickey with them. And even though they're older, they just don't outgrow it. But they love going to Chef Mickey. I do too, because I get to see Minnie Mouse all decked out in her red polka dotted dress. And she's just adorable. The next restaurant is, hopefully I pronounced this right, Tutio, Italy, in Epcot at World Showcase. So Dan and I definitely dined there this last trip, and we wanted the boys to experience that dining experience. They've never dined there, so it will be first for them. And I booked a dinner there. The next thing I booked was the Spirit of Aloha dinner show. So our boys love that show. Dan and I did not do it last trip. We did Hoop-Dee-Doo review, and when we compare the two, we know, knowing our boys, what they would love most, and it's definitely the Spirit of Aloha dinner show. They love the ribs, they love the entertainment, they love the Flaming Fire show. They get their sunburst drinks, they love the bread. I mean, they just love the whole thing. And like I said, guys, for this trip, it's about them. It's not just about Dan and I, so we just really wanted to keep up with some traditions for them, and they love doing the Spirit of Aloha dinner show every trip. So we definitely booked that for them. We're going to do Boma for breakfast. Again, that's kind of like a staple for us. We love Bomas at Animal Kingdom Resort. We just love the flair, the African flair of the food, and we just love the environment. And every breakfast buffet that we've ever gone to there, we've never been disappointed. We are also doing Kona Cafe for breakfast. So Dan and I did that last time. And somebody told me that they got rid of the big Kona breakfast like I had when we did our last trip, and I video vlogged that it's no longer on the menu. But I also heard that you can request it, because that would probably be something that Zachary, our 17-year-old, because it'll also be his birthday when we go, he would probably enjoy that. But I heard that you have to request it in order for them to, you know, they'll make it for you if you request it. But somebody told me that it was off the menu, so let me know if you know otherwise. But we booked Kona Cafe for breakfast, and then guys, we booked Beaches and Cream for lunch. Let me tell you about Beaches and Cream. So we've never been. The last time we had the boys with us, we had booked it, but Brenton actually got sick after breakfast at Chef Mickey's. I think he ate too much. I really think he was trying to keep up with his big brother, and he ate too much, and he threw up shortly after, and his stomach was not feeling good. So we went on ahead and canceled our reservation. I had to pay a cancellation fee, but we didn't get to go. So this trip, both boys are like, we want to go, Mom. And I'm like, I'm gonna book it. And we got it, and it'll be our first dining experience. Now, someone else had told me, because I don't know if we'll do it or not. I'm not gonna say we are, but maybe we'll do the kitchen sink. But somebody told me that if you do that and you're on the deluxe dining plan, that everybody in your party can use that, your dessert credit, towards getting the kitchen sink. That's what someone told me. I don't know how much truth that is. If you know otherwise, let me know. But I just don't know how hungry we'll be after eating at Kona's, and knowing that we still have a dinner that night, because we do have 3 reservations that day. So I mean, there's other dessert menu items on there that I would like to try. I mean, the kitchen sink looks great and all, but I've seen videos on it. It just seems like they put a lot of whipped cream and like just a lot of toppings, and it just kind of seems overwhelming. So I guess for that day, we'll just kind of have to play it by ear and see. But it'll be our first time going to Beaches and Cream. So if you have any ideas on what you recommend there for food, please let me know. And then we are going to be dining at Narcosis at the Grand Floridian. Now, I've never dined there, neither has Dan, so this will be our first dining experience. And if you have, then please let me know what you recommend at Narcosis for appetizer, main course, and dessert. Because with the deluxe dining plan, if you're not familiar with it, for lunch and dinner, each meal comes with an appetizer, lunch, dinner, and then your beverage. And this year for 2018, they also included alcohol in there and specialty drinks like for your kids and stuff, like smoothies, I'm told, and milkshakes. I don't know if we'll necessarily indulge in all that alcohol, but I know the boys will definitely indulge in specialty drinks. So we are dining at Narcosis. We are doing Cape May breakfast again, so we'll be heading back to Cape May Cafe at the Beach Club to do the breakfast. Dan and I did it last year with Minnie Mouse's Beach Bash, and we loved it. To us guys, with the exception of Boma, it was one of the best buffets that we've ever ate at for breakfast. The selection was huge. I actually did a video on it where I walked you through the buffet, and it just kept going and going, and oh my magical word, it was delicious. Loved it. So we're definitely doing that. Plus you get to see Minnie Mouse in her little beachwear, which I love. The next place that we're dining at, and I hope I don't botch this, La Hacienda de San Angel. Did I say that right? Or Angel? San Angel? La Hacienda? Hopefully I didn't like botch that all up. But guys, we've never dined there. We've actually never dined in Mexico at World Showcase in Epcot, you know, so this will be our first dining experience there. So again guys, if you've dined there, please let me know what you recommend, like appetizer, dessert. What I can tell you for dessert, like we don't like flan. Nobody in my house eats flan. I don't know if that's on the menu. I can't remember, because I did look over the menu, but I can't remember if that was on there or not. But it'll be our first dining experience there as well, so that will be interesting. What else? Oh, Ohana. So we always do Ohana breakfast. We love Ohanas. We love Ohana for dinner. We love it for breakfast. It's so delicious. And we get to see Leo and Stitch and Mickey and Pluto. And I don't know, we just absolutely love dining at Ohana's for breakfast, and the boys love it too. I don't think there's really any bad restaurant in Disney World that, you know, you can dine at, unless you know otherwise. But what else? So we also are doing 2 quick serves, and like I said, I don't know what 2 quick serves we're doing, because we just kind of play that by ear, and it's just a matter of like what we would be hungry for. But with all these dining reservations, guys, I don't know. It's so much food. But then again, we're also bringing the boys, and like I said, Zach will be turning 17, Brenton's 14, and I mean, I got some good eaters. So Dan and I are both like, look, whatever we don't eat, they'll eat. And then you get 2 snack credits per day. And I'm like, 2 snack credits, I'm sure they will utilize those quite well. Then again, Dan and I can always use it on bottled water too, right? So guys, those are all our dining reservations for this upcoming trip. And as you can see on my countdown calendar, we are 72 days out. We are getting very excited. And in a couple of weeks, I'll be booking fast passes. Somebody told me it's really hard to get the Slinky ride in Toy Story at Hollywood Studios. I don't know, hopefully I don't have a hard time. And we definitely want to do the new Avatar ride as well, because they were still working on that when Dan and I went. So guys, let me know what you recommend. If you dined at Grand Floridian Cafe, never been there. Whispering Canyon Cafe, never been there. Narcosis, never been there. And La Hacienda de San Angel, if I said that right. Never been there. And Beaches and Cream, I'm excited about that one. Even if we don't get the kitchen sink, maybe somebody else around us will, and we'll get to see what it actually looks like in person, because I've seen it on YouTube videos. I've just never seen it actually in person. But I'm told they got a lot of great desserts there. So guys, let me know what you think about those. And if you dined at any of the other ones and you want to talk about your experience dining at the other places in the comments down below, please, you know, let me know. I heard at Whispering Canyon Cafe, they have this ketchup thing that goes on, and I think the boys would really like that. And we're just really looking forward to this trip. Like I said in past videos, it's our first time as Disney Vacation Club members, so we're really excited about, you know, the whole trip and taking time out to tour the DVC tour. We're really looking forward to that. And we do want to check out the new rooms at Fort Wilderness Lodge, because Dan and I, yes, we're already talking about our next trip, even though we haven't gone. We are kind of like thinking about, do we want to stay at Fort Wilderness Lodge or do we want to stay at our home resort, which of course is the Polynesian. So we would just like to kind of take a tour of the rooms there and check them out and kind of contemplate what maybe next trip would hold. Isn't that something, how you're going on a trip but you're also thinking about the one ahead? It's crazy, it's crazy. We love Disney in our house. So guys, thank you so much for stopping by at Life at Disney today and taking time out of your busy schedule. So till next time guys, y'all take care, y'all have a magical day and a magical week, and I will see y'all later guys. Bye.